All right. Okay, so I got my notes here. Let's do this.
Let's see it.
Okay, I try my best anyways. Probably really short, but let's do this. Well, first off, welcome back to the next episode of Crenia. I'm Quartz Garden, and I play as Taurin, the Tabaxi Druid, in our campaign. And I have last week's session notes here, so let's go ahead and dive in. So the morning was blissful for the most part, except for Taurin, who wakes to a grim ideal of being infected by the infection taking hold of Port Strail's Grey District. Will the team find a cure for this horrible disease, or will Taurin soon join the other infected? We'll find out, I guess, later
Good
on.
Taurin.
Dun dun dun! As the morning presses on, Galarian heads off as he has noble duties to attend to. And once everyone has a great breakfast, Ambrose and Kipper head off to question Zardro about his girlfriend, where we find out how much of an introvert Zardro truly is. But slowly the three of them grow a stronger bond together as they start talking more about the events that unfold for that. Kipper is concerned about the rate of the change of the infection, how it seems to take hold in about 2 days or so. Ambrose and Kipper discuss more about the Shadow Druids' involvement in the Grey District as well, and how they should go and look for them. And so they head off to the Plain Dagger afterwards to meet up with the others. And then the troop's next steps lead them to the Grey District, where they end up trying to save a young child from some nuns and Mother Superior named Evelyn, if I got that right. And then the outlook of the battle was looking pretty grave towards the end. However, the team was nearly iced trying to fight said Mother Superior.
Nearly.
So, yes.
Literally.
Trying to keep the kid away from this lady. As much as possible. Kipper did try to jump away with the child and telling them to run. So, let's see what happens next, shall we?
Indeed, indeed, indeed. That was a very good summary, straight to the point. Like it, love it. So, you guys are not in a great spot as, if I recall correctly, the Mother Superior had the upper hand on you, being a very powerful spellcaster. As a matter of fact, our lovely Rexmoa is unconscious right now, correct? Or did
Yep.
you? Correct.
I got frozen, and then I got healed, and then in like a dramatic finish, I took 6 missiles to the Rexmoas.
Exactly.
And guess who's out of spell slots?
Yeah, all because
The healer.
all because Kipper, who, you know, Mother Superior ordered to just surrender the child that they were protecting, which is we're gonna characterize him with this little blob here, because I don't have a token for him. But Kipper
The
basically
group came back. No.
ran away. Well, is running away with the kid as things unfolded. Ambrose, you also did take a very big hit as well, I'm assuming. Oh no, wait, no, you didn't. You ran in.
I was
Correct.
literally right outside the
Correct.
area of effect.
Correct.
If I had
Also-
moved my full movement, I actually would have got hit by it.
Yeah.
Also, keep in mind, I pulled out my orb or stoner thing to tell Ren, hey.
I remember.
Okay, good.
Don't you worry.
I pulled out my orb.
Don't.
I showed you my
It's what
orb.
about William Defoe.
Please respond.
Oh my lord. No, yeah, don't you worry. I have that very clear in my mind. But yeah, as you guys, well, as all of this is happening, Kipper, you lost concentration in your spell because you got hit. The goons of the Mother Superior, the other nuns that are, now that you've seen them a little bit more, you can tell that they have the similar tattoos that you guys saw on individuals, some shady individuals one night. You guys, Kipper, you are pretty much, you jumped over everybody and started to run and left the kid to run away as well. The kid started doing so. Because of this is that Mother Superior, the black blob, unfortunately, threw a spell that immediately incapacitated Rexmoa. And as you guys are watching how these two just kind of back down, because obviously they see that Mother Superior is in danger, they back down over here to, you know, kind of protect her. Just move him over there. Ambrose, if I recall correctly, you're kind of on your knees pleading, correct?
Yes. I do have my weapon on me,
Right.
but like it's not very threatening because I'm kind of like clutching the blade, kind of like angled downward against me.
Right. Chi is still unconscious in her jar. Her body kind of flopped on the floor and the wings look mangled. Very interesting. And yeah, so as Kipper is starting to run away with the kid, you guys would hear from the other side of this alleyway where you guys started, pretty much like this kind of like crossroads kind of deal. You guys could hear a slight rumble on the ground, and to your surprise, and because you did in fact use your objects to your advantage, you see your robed informant, this companion that you have acquired in this city, sliding through the floor just kind of bending and moving as she is just going fast, leaving a trail of pretty much like a trail of, I don't know, what would I say, kind of rubble where they used to be floor. So Rin stops right as the kid just, you know, walks past her. Kipper, you are also trying to run away. Rin stops. And do I have a token for Rin? I don't think I do. Let me check real quick. Tokens. There they are. Is there a token for Rin? Yes, I kind of do have a token for Rin. I'm gonna place her right here. This is the old image. I don't have the new image, but I'm gonna place her right there. Boom, right there.
Oh wow.
So, as she appears, she stops right there. And you also notice that she hops off the ground, this trail of rubble that she was leaving. And you also notice that, in fact, she was not moving alone. Underneath the ground, a very interesting creature rears its face as it comes out of the ground that was digging. And dude, I cannot find my token. Where the hell's my token? Dude, I uploaded these tokens and now I can find them. I don't know what's up. Okay, perfect. There they are. And from the ground up, you would see appear a very familiar figure for you guys.
Oh, is that gonna be a brulette?
It is. As a matter of fact, it is. You see, Rin was using this smaller bullet as some sort of weird skateboard.
Guess you could call that a surf and turf.
Yeah, exactly. The bullet comes out of the ground and obviously hisses at the enemies in front of you. And Rin turns around to look at you, Kipper, with a very annoyed expression. And the first thing she does is to start moving her hands, casting a spell. And she is going to cast... Where is the spell that she was going to cast? Boom. There you go. Perfect. She is going to cast the spell Wall of Stone. from the ground, right in between you, Ambrose, and Mother Superior, a large wall of stone comes up, splitting the party from the enemies and knocking you back a little bit, but it's a lot longer than this, but I'm just making this to be precise.
We're kind of also an alleyway, so...
Yeah, you're kind of on an alleyway, so it would be like, you know, kind of just blocking the whole alleyway. It's let's see, it's 6 inches thick and is composed by 10 foot by 10 foot panels. It is
like 50 feet long or something.
It is 20 foot long. Yes. So yeah, you basically, the whole thing is completely locked off for you. Specifically splitting you from the danger that was Mother Superior and their people. Rin, after using the spell, goes over to you, Kipper, and gives you a little smack on the head. And she goes, What are you doing? I told you not to call for anything that was not an emergency for this. What are you guys doing? Why are you making a mess in the city?
I feel like this kind of calls for an emergency. I don't know. Woman trying to kidnap a child and just straight up blasting people in the street. I feel like that's kind of bad.
What happened to the subterfuge, to being anonymous? What happened to that? We cannot be discovered like this, and you've already put our faces in the spotlight.
I apologize. I mean, I didn't mean to bring your face into the spotlight. But I will also be honest, we've never really been quite good at subterfuge. That is not one of our strong suits. So I apologize, and for our behalf, me specifically.
We will talk about this later. Now we need to leave. And she turns around and obviously goes over to look at the fallen lizard folk, and you, Ambrose, she's gonna like pat you on the shoulder and go like, hey, we're leaving now.
I kind of jump. That's somewhat like unusual jump that I don't think Ambrose has really ever shown before, as it normally pretty like looking around and ensuring everything's okay. But the light tap jostles me, and I look up, kind of staring at the wall still, before I will look down at Rexmoa and cradling the sword to me, I'll lean over and I will use Lay on Hands on Rexmoa.
Okay. So.
And.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'll give him 4 points of my Lay on Hands.
4 points. All right. So. Rexmoa. We'll backtrack for a few seconds, I guess. After you took this hit that, after being frozen, put you back down onto the ground, your head falls into the cold stone of the gray district, and suddenly everything feels blurry and goes black as you lose consciousness. Then suddenly, you are awoken by the laughter of children. You open your eyes and notice the beautiful, I guess, landscape you're in. Skies unending as far as the eye can see. And the ground is covered by a thin layer of water that mirrors the sky. It feels like there is no up or down in this area. Only the ripples that your own movements cause will tell you that, in fact, there is a floor. As you open your eyes, because of this laugh, you hear it again, and you slowly stand up. Well, sit up, I guess.
How would I be feeling
You
compared to my, other state?
You are feeling very lightweight. Almost as if you had nothing on you. Like even your body weight is completely gone. You feel like you could just fly if you wanted to. And as you sit up, you see more ripples in this water slowly approaching your position. And in fact, the laughter of children are the ones from both of your sons and your wife that is sitting right in front of you, offering you her hand to get up.
Yeah, I take her hand and it helps me get back to my feet, and I just immediately hug her. And it's very, I guess, like gentle, not very, I guess, not like a Kipper type of super enthusiastic hug.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. She hugs back, and obviously she calls for the kids who also go and hug you as well. You are momentarily completely surrounded by this hug until the hug breaks, and she just is looking at you, holding both of your hands with a smile, and she says, "This is a very nice surprise."
Yes, I didn't expect to see you all so soon. And it definitely wasn't my intention. As I look around and take in the surroundings, even though I'm familiar of where I am, it still catches me by surprise and takes me aback.
Mm-hmm. As I said, to describe it, as I said, it is sky up until the eye can see. There is nothing in sight, just you and the other 3 people pretty much around you. Your kids tug on your arms.
I have so much to tell you, my dear. I've visited the Elven Kingdom, the dwarves, and the humans. They have their own place of power now, too. You wouldn't believe it. Things that I would not think a fishing village capable of. They've achieved these, how would you say, walking machines? And, well, not to say of their shifting aversion to the Titans. My dear, the waters flow in Port Strail, but they don't sing the same songs as the waves back home. And they're clear, but they don't have the same purity as the waters of Ocean's Marrow.
She nods. She kind of holds your face with both her hands, just giving you a giggle as you're explaining all of these things. She goes, "The world is a lot different in a lot of other places. but I am glad to know that we could see you again, if only for a moment.
Well, what of home? What of the Marrow? How are you all doing over there? I'm nearly there.
This question, you see her expression change a little. It's not the same happiness that she had before. A little bit somber, as a matter of fact. But she stops herself for a moment and just gives you another smile, and she says, "And we are waiting for you."
Do Shraz and Kraz, do they still run that stand outside of our house? It's been so long since I've had a good grub. I'll tell you, these other cultures, the food is excellent, but nothing, beats a meal back home. And I look at my kids, and I'll pick the older child up. Kino, you've grown up so much. Have you all been eating right? And I've gotten to know a little fellow, so scrawny. I always try to give them a good meal, but it doesn't seem like to take. They just stay the same size. I'll just I'll pick them up from under the shoulders and just look at them, throw them up in the air a little bit.
Kino would laugh at what you're doing, and she goes, he goes, yes, we've been doing just fine. We've been missing you a lot, but the big bird is taking care of us.
Upon hearing that, Rexmoa looks around again, almost expecting to see Oris flying overhead.
He is not flying overhead, but now that you turn your head around, you can see that the giant bird is standing a little bit further away, just kind of respecting your space.
Yeah, I think Rexmoa will just kind of choose to not acknowledge them and just keep talking to his family. And I'll pick up the smallest child and say, when I left, you were just an egg, ready to hatch. Well, what did you name them? After Papa or Mama?
Your wife would grab the smaller child, kind of hold them as, because you're already holding the one, so you don't have both of your arms occupied, and he plays a little bit with the child, making it laugh, and she says, "Rexmoa, of course, after his father."
Excellent. And I put Aquino down, and then I take a firm stance, and I do just a jab forward to see if he's been keeping up with his training.
You can see that he would put his hand to cover up your fist, and then just kind of give you another jab back on your shoulder.
I've been keeping up with your training. I have so much to teach you.
He goes, once you're back, we will have all the time, right?
All the time and more.
And at this, you can see that your wife would look at Oris, who is now slowly walking closer as, you know, the giant ripples that he creates are pretty much not easy to ignore. And the big bird made out of air leans down so like his beak is almost at your level. And in your mind, you feel this slight dizziness as it starts to communicate. I have allowed you another visit. Unfortunately, I cannot have these be too regular. You know.
Well, I'm trying my best out there too.
You know what is happening out there. And remember, not everyone gets a second chance. You should use it wisely.
And upon hearing these words, Rexmoa like nods, and the nod turns into a bow.
You see Oris look up now into this endless sky. And it says, time is up. Time to go back.
I think Rexmoa is going to try to get one last message to him. D, you have to take the kids. You have to warn everyone. In case I don't make it back in time, you have to move away from the village. Go inland.
You're telling this to the kids, correct? Or to your wife?
I'm telling it to my wife specifically.
Okay.
But if the kids happen to listen, that's even better.
Yeah, they're all kind of like huddled as you know, they've just heard the big bird say that you're out of time. And yeah, they are all huddled, and they just go back and hug you as you're saying this. Your wife just holds you by your arms, and she's nodding along at what you're saying. And she just kind of reassures you, you know, she just leans closer, gives you a kiss, and then just kind of breaks this kiss, almost a little bit forceful, because obviously this was not a lot of time. But yeah, even she just kind of pats the kids that are hugging you very tightly, just kind of not wanting you to leave. But they, you know, reluctantly, stop hugging you, and they move towards you. And Oris speaks again. He goes, look up at the sky. And as this is happening, he starts taking flight.
Yeah, and as I feel my kids and my wife break away from my arms, I start moving my gaze upwards. It feels like an eternity before my neck starts moving. And then I open my eyes, and all I see is the clearness of the sky, and all I hear are the ripples of the water.
And as you look up at the sky, you can spot the large bird already taking flight. The sky, this beautiful, pristine sky that you're in, literally parting halfway as the bird flies through it. And slowly, well, not slowly, actually, very, very fast, the sky parts into nighttime. You see the sky turn dark, and the stars light up the whole area. The cloud seems to also disappear as the bird just flies across. And slowly you start feeling heavy now. You start feeling as if you were dragging some weight below you. The brightness of the star starts to dim until it completely fades. And Rexmoa, you wake up with a gasp. Back again in Porch Trail. You would see that Rin, now showing a little more of her face, is pretty much leaning on top of you, casting magic. And Rexmoa, you will get back, well, besides what you got from Ambrose, which is 4, correct?
Yes.
You would get back another 5 points of HP.
Okay.
And
9
and
HP
so-
in total.
Yeah, so just as a reminder, yeah, we don't start from the negative. We just go
yeah,
start
you
from
just
0.
go straight into positive.
Yeah,
It only
whatever
matters.
HP you gain
Mhm.
immediately.
It only
Factors in.
matters if the negative is more than half your total HP. That's when it really, really matters.
Okay.
But yeah, as you open your eyes with a gasp, you feel the energy from Ambrose and then the energy from Rin all course through your body and immediately revitalize you. You turn to see what is going on with Mother Superior, and you only see a large wall of stone. And Rin just kind of pats you on the shoulder and goes, "Hey, come on, let's move now." And she would start walking away. She would whistle to her boulet, and the boulet just goes down into this hole that he had already made and burrows down and disappears into the ground.
Yeah, Rexmoa stumbles to his feet and moves at the fastest pace he can, which is admittedly not very fast since he's still recovering, but just tries his best to ignore all the pain and all the soreness and the freezing of his bones, and just start making his way towards this entrance in any way possible.
Good. Yeah. And Rin starts to head out, and she's just calling out for everybody. The kid is just kind of gone at this point. The kid has run off.
Like so he just
ran
kept
away.
running.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
good job.
ran away.
Good job.
The kid completely ran away. You cannot really see what is happening behind the wall, but there is no more insistence from behind this wall. So whatever you would assume is that they stopped.
Kipper turns around while all of this is happening. He had no idea that Rexmoa had got hit by the magic missiles because he was so focused on jumping over and getting the kid over. Turning around, seeing the whole resurrecting Rexmoa and everything, Kipper's just gonna kind of go over to Rexmoa and try and be he can see he's limping, trying to be a armrest, not an armrest.
No, I get what you mean.
Person helps walk.
Pretty much an armrest, I guess.
Yeah.
Rest.
All right, let's get you out of here.
Yeah, Rexmoa would put his arm over Kipper, but he doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
While
Think
everyone
it's
is
something.
limping and painful, is there a way I can still summon my healing spirit so it kind of heals us as we walk?
Your healing spirit.
Is-
Oh yeah, no, you have. I will say you do have aura of vitality on that. I do not
Oh.
forget.
Yeah, you did cast that.
Okay,
You
good.
can.
All right,
So yeah, you can keep healing. Remember that
Okay.
a turn is supposed to be 6 seconds, so you can just continuously heal.
Okay, so I can
until
just have to
you're-
do another 2d6?
No,
is what it is?
yeah. I mean, I would say to avoid all the rolling and everything, I would say that if you want to keep healing everybody, you can do it. And since your spell lasts for 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure with that you can heal everybody to full at this point.
Okay. I was like, if that's okay, I'd like to do that. Do you want me to pop the ability or anything
No,
like
you're
that,
fine.
or-
I do remember this. Yeah, it's a minute long spell. Oh, okay, so it's a minute
I
long.
pulled up the spell.
Oh, it is a
mean,
minute
do-
long. I would say that
So-
then you can heal one person to full HP. I will give you that one. just one.
So
one
it ends
person.
up being 20d6, but we already healed one, so it'd actually be 18d6.
Yeah, so
18.
I would say like you can heal one person to full HP, whoever that is, or like two people to half, however you want to do it.
Okay. Obviously Rexmoa needs the heals, and then let's see here. So you said it's gonna be 2d6 then?
No. As I said, you can just tell me who of one person or two people you want to heal. If you select only one, it will be healed to max. If you heal,
If I could do
select two, you can
Okay.
heal half and half, like half their total HP.
Oh, okay, let's do I mean definitely Rexmoa.
Okay.
And if Kipper needs it, definitely Kipper.
All right, so Rexmoa and Kipper, your HP is now the half of your total HP, whatever that may be.
Oh, half of my HP?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're healed back to half. If you have more than half, then you're healed to full.
Oh, I was at half.
Okay, then you're
Oh,
healed
were
to
you?
full.
Well, then
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, because I think you did heal yourself, didn't you?
I
Mm,
did. Yeah.
Yeah. He did use some healing
take
on
that.
everybody.
point down.
So,
Yeah, I kind of split it up like bread.
I'll say
mhm.
That'd be 15.
I would say when like Rexmoa gets up, I kind of like go to like give him a hand, but then I kind of just pull away as he gets up by himself, and instead Kipper is the one to lend him the hand.
Okay. So Rin would walk over a little bit hurriedly. You can tell that she's in a bit of a hurry to leave the place. And she would walk to inside of the Great District, going through some different alleyways and different streets until she ends up in an abandoned house. You can tell it's abandoned because everything that like the windows are broken, but they have been boarded shut. The door is not really locked. It's kind of open. But she just kind of enters the house, almost kicking the door. She just kind of slams it.
Before she starts talking, can Kipper get a word in to her?
Yeah, totally. No, like I said, she is at this point just entering this house. And once the door opens, you can see that the house is completely empty. There are no furnitures. There's really nothing in there. It's just like rubble and like whatever.
Oh, and does everybody know who this lady is yet?
Rin?
Yeah, we all know
Yeah,
Rin.
No, not Rin. Mother Superior.
Oh, I think I'm the only person.
Yeah, that's what I
actually knows.
figured.
Well, Ambrose, you have told people like, oh yeah, this is this person, but they don't really know her. Like they just
Yeah, I mean, I talked about
heard from
Mother's-
her.
I've talked about Mother Superior before and always use the term Mother Superior, and I did say Mother Superior during that.
Correct. Exactly. So, yeah. What are you saying as they open?
Okay. I will be honest, we were actually going about things stealthily. We were going through the alleyway, and there was just this child casting every spell they knew. Not that I really think they knew, like, how to fine-tune any of it, but it was almost like he was being chased, so Taurin quickly cast a stealth spell. I don't necessarily know the name of it. And for a bit, we were invisible, but she saw right through it and just... do you know of a spell that just holds like up to 4 people at a time?
She gives you a little annoyed growl as she listens to you, and she goes, "Look, I know all of you are heroes." She says this as, you know, everybody enters the house and the door is closed. She goes, "I know every single one of you are heroes. Everybody wants to help. But look, we cannot be exposing ourselves like this. We have to take a smarter approach to things. Listen, that lady, She runs the orphanage. There's something really wrong about her. I did not want to have to face her or any of her people anytime soon. But now it seems that I now have been seen by them. Do you not understand? All of the bad things happening in this town, they're all connected. And we cannot just go around destroying all the things that we were doing. Look, I know, I get it, I know you want to try and save people. But sometimes you have to understand there are bigger priorities.
To me, there is no bigger priority than saving a child. And if you don't see it that way, then we'll just have to politely disagree. And as you were saying, we did actually try to go about this in a way, just sneak past in an alleyway using stealth where no one could see us. We didn't account for someone of that caliber right in front of us, like straight up Kraken level danger. Actually, no, we've felled a Kraken much easier than whatever she was.
You can see she's a little bit distressed, just kind of pacing side to side, thinking. And she goes, yeah, I know someone that acts just like you. Trust me, I've dealt with this before. But listen, there are people here that you should be very, very careful with. And that lady right there is one of them. Look, I don't know what is wrong with her. All I know is there is something really bad going on at that orphanage.
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I shouldn't have allowed us to come to the Great District. If I just made sure we'd stayed away, this wouldn't have happened. I knew what was here. I knew she was here. I could have kept us away. I knew things would end like this the moment we saw her.
Look,
I'm sorry.
Hey,
don't
it's fine.
blame them.
No, it's fine. It's fine. What's done is done. We cannot change the past. Although sometimes I very much wish I could. But now we need to focus. Have you gathered any new information of anything that has happened here before you tried to save this kid?
Trying to reorient myself, I go to grab the blade as I used to, but then stop myself just short and instead touch the blunt edge. Not like the blunt, but the side of the blade. And I'll kind of look at Kipper and everyone. We did talk about trying to get more information from her. Well, by telling her what we had found.
Yeah, I remember.
Mhm.
Quickly, Kipper's I'm assuming Rexmoa, are you okay enough to stand on your own now that you've been healed?
Yeah. I think physically, Rexmoa would be pretty okay or close to okay.
Oh, okay. Kipper's just gonna kind of slink off a little bit towards Ambrose, just kind of be within his vicinity, just because he just seems like he needs, I don't know, mental support.
I don't step away, but I do seem to look a little distant as you come closer.
Yeah. Understandable. Yeah. Well, obviously we don't really have to fill you in on what just happened, but what happened previously You know the one witness and the one survivor of the monster that attacked him, like the previous night?
I recall. The one with the samples, right?
Yeah, well, we won't be able to get any more samples from him. This is what frightens me the most, specifically as a practitioner. He contracted the illness that night he was attacked. It took only one full day of gestation before his entire body just fell apart. And then it was almost like something emerged from the mush. Or at least that's how it was described to me.
Wait, like, sorry, fell apart? Like, what? Like, how?
Rexmoa, you had personal experience with this? Rexmoa had gone back to check to see how he was doing.
Rin would just...
Rexmoa is holding his head and kind of trying to like orient himself while he's walking. Yes, I visited the clinic with Sarjo, and we found him in an advanced state of the disease. He almost had like mushrooms sprouting out of him, and well, he tried to attack the staff at the clinic and eventually tried to attack me, and the fight broke out outside and I subdued him, but the sunlight had almost melted him. He was smoking like a smoldering flame, and it's like his body just melted away like a candle. But even after all that, he was still able to move.
Okay, all right. This is not good. One day, you said. That's how fast it was, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We are dealing with... Oh boy. And where... Okay, sorry, where was it the last time you saw this not person anymore?
It was right before the Grey District, one of the bridges over the canal. It jumped in. I theorized that it was trying to get back into the Grey District and perhaps use the waterways or sewer system to get into the quarantine zone.
That is a very fair assessment. I think I'm going to have to talk to my associate about this. This is not good at all, especially if they are in the sewers. That will require a lot more investigation than this. All right.
I'm wondering.
Samples.
Oh, sorry.
You said you need samples, right?
Any sample would be appreciated, yes.
Doesn't matter who, right? All you need is a sample.
Have you encountered someone else like this?
That someone may be me.
Taurin.
You can tell, like, the color escapes Rin's face as you say this. And she goes, what do you mean by that?
Well, I guess I'll just show you guys. And she'll kind of like stick out her tongue to show off the big bluish mark growing on her.
Yeah,
mouth.
you can see that now. Obviously, the red tongue of Taurin now has a blue spot, almost unnaturally blue, kind of like a bruise, but a much darker color. Rin just places a hand over her mouth and she goes, "How? What did you do? What?"
Oh goodness, Taurin.
Just
It was
dumb
the
curiosity.
Ugh. Kipper's like head is in his hands. He's both like mildly ashamed at what happened, but like also like coming to terms with what's potentially gonna happen to you.
Hey, I mean, look at it this way. You got plenty of samples, and if you need anybody to run in there, I'm your girl.
Why didn't you tell us earlier?
I thought maybe I bit my tongue or something. But then it started getting worse, so I started getting these headaches, and it's just concerning.
Oh, this
Anything
is not good.
Besides that, are you alright?
Aside from the weird dull ache from every now and again, pretty good.
It hasn't been a day since you've been contaminated, right?
She,
When did that happen?
it happened the same night that the other person,
Mortis.
got infected. Now, I will say, the other person, he had a chest wound. So it was most likely just for the fact that it was near the heart, it's probably spread through his blood system quicker. With Taurin, I still wouldn't want to give you, like, you have more time than him, but you might only have today.
Right. So, let's make the most of it, right?
Look, listen. I appreciate your optimism, but lady, this is not something to take lightly. Okay, whatever is happening, you are a focus of infection now. What if you touching somebody else is going to make this happen again, and it's going to go through the whole city? I'm sorry, but like, I cannot have this.
A physician here, I can tell you, at least based on the preliminary research I've done, it is only liquid contact that will cause any sort of infection. In Taurin's case, it was partially ingested.
You can see like Rin visibly like face palms and goes, "Please tell me you didn't eat a piece of that."
Obviously, I did.
She didn't
I tried to spit
swallow,
it out.
though.
She goes, "Oh my goodness."
It didn't taste very good, so I mean,
Don't worry, we all got very mad at her when it happened, but obviously what's done is done.
You can tell like she takes a step forward and raises a finger. She was about to say something like mouth open, everything, and she just stops and goes, "Okay. All right. Let's calm down and let's focus on what is going on here. You have the same time as the other man, and you have not noticed any change. That's good. That means that blood is the fastest way of for this thing to contaminate people. That's good. Now,
Boris was bitten when he was attacked. His chest wound was where the bite was. It took a chunk.
was-
out of him.
yeah, so blood or whatever fluid this monster would have spewed on him with this bite. Okay. Yours.
Do you have...
Hmm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have any, mana potions by any chance? I used up all my mana in the previous fight, and I'm in no position to heal anyone as I am.
No, I'm sorry. I don't travel with anything on me. I need to be fast.
No, that
and
makes
quick.
sense. I just didn't know what the safe house had.
The safe house is, you can look around and it's just an abandoned house. There is nothing safe about it. There's just a building that just happened to be abandoned.
Mm.
She goes, okay. All right. Look, so far, your infection, looking at you, Taurin, your infection has not spread. And I don't know, maybe it needs to feed on the patient, or not the patient, the subject, or something like that. I
Well,
don't really know what the deal is, but this could be good. We could track the progress of the infection on a non-mutilated patient, but still, I am going to have to keep an eye on you. And she looks around at the group and she goes, and I would ask you, all of you, if you notice something strange about your friend here, do not hesitate. She must be put down.
I think I do that myself if I start feeling anything weird.
Good. As you should.
Kipper would just look away to that.
Now,
Sorry to sound so lighthearted about it. It's just you guys don't have a lot of time, you know?
I get it. I understand. Everybody has their own ways to deal with things. But this could be a breakthrough, okay? What I'm going to do now, I am going to return to my associate, relay all of this information, and perhaps because of this happening, maybe they would want to see you now. I cannot guarantee anything, though.
Anything we could do.
There's something else. I'll kind of like touch my head a little bit as I start to sheathe the sword back in its little holster, and I'll say, I think at this point it's important that we meet with your associate sooner. We learned something else during this. One that needs to stay more quiet than what we've already talked about.
Well, that is not entirely my decision. My associate will tell you when they're ready.
What I'm getting at is that I'm hoping that in return for this information, I'll be more likely to see your associate. Whatever is happening in this city, I think it's only going to get worse when the Adventures Fair takes place.
I figured that.
Torch Trail is in more danger, I think, than it seems. We overheard. I don't know who it was, but we were able to figure out at least something of one of their identities. There were a couple of people, I'll kind of like look at Taurin and say, shadow druids, I believe you called them, that were speaking with an automaton that looked different than any I'd seen. It's almost as if it was a leader of some kind.
Strange.
Huh.
The shadow druids were speaking near the Grey District, specifically in the quarantine zone. and they were talking about something along the lines of what to do next. Something about an experiment in the quarantine zone. And the automaton was saying how they would provide subjects. However, it also said that the gods need their plan fulfilled first.
Provide subjects.
Huh. Wait,
And-
you mean, sorry, an automaton, tall, fancy looking, shiny, kind of golden-ish?
Had its arms behind it. It even took a sample of
Mm. Right.
something.
Hmm.
It also said that it was the one funding the experiments of the Shadow Druids.
Huh. Well, that explains a few things. This automaton is the counselor of the saints of Portstrail. If it is the one that you're referring to, kind of hard to miss, really. Very different from the others.
I'm not sure I've really taken notice of him before.
Yeah, they usually spend time on the upper city. Oh, so the gods are funding the experiments of the Shadow Druids, and the Shadow Druids are looking for test subjects. Well,
And I didn't see this, but I'm pretty sure someone noticed that the nuns had the same tattoos that the...
yes, as a matter of fact, if I recall correctly, it was the person who threw a dagger at them, which was Rexmoa.
Yeah, that would have been me.
Correct.
Exactly. So yeah, she goes, pieces are starting to align and I don't like how this is looking. Listen, me and my associates do know things as well. Things that make sense now that you're telling me this. Things that we have witnessed with our own eyes as well that would match with what you're saying.
Are you willing to divulge any of this information given how much we've given?
I mean, I probably won't be around to hear it anyways, so I mean...
You'll be fine. And I do want to specify this. The counselor did not see us. They had no idea we overheard this.
Well, if that is the case, then we're fine. We don't want to get the gods involved in this already, even though who knows how deep involved they are in all of this, and who knows what information they already know about us.
Rexmoa just scoffs when he hears Ren say the gods.
She goes, look, I really wish I could share more, but I am not in a position to do so. Just give me some time and I will bring you personally to my associates. But for now, the best thing that you could do is lay low, looking at Kipper where she said this. Keep investigating whatever you can and find more clues about what is going on. I think, as he mentioned, the story's clearly, the pieces are starting to align, but I myself cannot reveal a lot of things. So I ask you to trust me the way I am trusting you. So he points at everybody, to keep us safe.
We'll do everything in our power. As long as that nightmare woman doesn't, like, knock on our door in the middle of the night.
Now I'm not so sure if she won't do that. I'm being completely
Yeah.
honest with you.
You know what, though? She's too high. I know her type. She's too high and mighty. She's just gonna send out some shadow druid minions or something first. I can't stand her type.
Interesting.
Question.
Said she knew I'd come back to her.
Do you know any apothecaries that maybe specialize in poisons?
Yeah. You can find them in the Scholars District. And for whatever magic needs you may have, the Arcane Academy is also a good idea. I will give you a little something in return. You should look for Archmage Zephyr.
There.
She is a friend of me and my associate. And I'm pretty sure if you mention that you're my friend, she will be willing to help you.
We very much appreciate that.
Now, do be mindful. Archmage Zephyr is a very busy person. Sometimes doesn't have the time or patience. So tread carefully as well.
I mean, once you put the word arch in the name, I assume that they're powerful and busy.
Indeed. Well, Zephyr is the current Archmage of the Academy. She manages the whole thing. But me and my associate are glad to have connections with her. So maybe that could be of use for any of your magical needs.
Perfect.
Scrying needs, mayhaps. She might know someone at least if she can't.
I got a few questions to ask her as well, so yeah.
Good. Then really there's not much to say other than don't get into trouble, and please try to not get the attention of everybody more than what you've already done.
And don't bite anyone.
We
Got it.
don't have the energy for. First off, Taurin.
Kipper and Rin both shoot you a glare as you say this.
Yeah.
As she goes, right, then I will take my leave. And she just kind of starts walking through and going to the door again, you know, covering herself with a cloak.
Thank you again for answering my call. I know it was rather inconvenient, to say the least, but I really appreciate it.
You are so lucky I was around. Next time, it may not be the case, so be careful.
Will do.
Farewell, Lynn. We'll make sure to mention you to the Archmage.
And she just kind of gives you a wave and then just starts walking off. You can see that she's being careful, you know, looking at the corners and stuff and
I didn't hear
trying to
the last part of that.
Yes,
Rin.
she did.
This is what Taurin would say to Rexmoa. Rin. Let's just make sure we get the name right.
Of course, yes.
And yeah, Rin is gone and now you guys are in this house in the Grey District. I will say at this point it would be around midday because you guys started in the morning.
It's already 12:30 and
I
Exactly.
will
it's looking kind of
immediately
gloom.
sink to my knees, just kind of like falling.
Mm-hmm.
Rexmoa just like lays down on like the wooden floor and just closes his eyes for a moment.
Kipper's like split in 3 different ways, and he has no idea which way to go right now. Because you have emotionally destroyed, physically dying, and just died, but back.
Twice.
Yeah. Yeah. The twice in one battle.
There's a little chi in the jar. No, I'm teasing. I'm messing.
I'm sorry to ask you this, Ambrose, but was that her?
I'll look up at you. The veins on my body are very dull. They're doing a little bit better than they were when I had seen her, as I have started to calm down, but I'm obviously, there's like a cold sweat going down my face, and I'm breathing rather heavily despite the fact that I did not take like any damage during that fight. And my eyes are a little watery. That was Mother Superior. Gods above, I'm sorry. I can't believe I stood there. I'm so sorry.
Ambrose, it's okay.
No, I could have let that child get grabbed by her, and it would have been all my fault. I barely took a step forward before falling back on my knees like a child.
Kipper,
It's
like,
been 7
falls
years,
to his
I
knees.
realized. 7 years I've been with my mentor. I thought I was stronger. I had my mentor beside me. I had you, all I had. Vithius, right here in my arms. And yet I still fell over. I froze. I'm weak. I'm completely unlike you all. When you saw something, when you all were stunned by a spell, you took action immediately after. Meanwhile, I pedaled backward. I tried to run at first sight, even while I had a child behind me. That is not what I trained for, not what my mentor taught me to do.
Ambrose. What did I tell you before we got into the city? This whole time, I know this is where you're weakest. At least I would be by your side, that we would be by your side through it. There is no difference between a mental barrier and a physical one. And you're not the only one weak here. I used up all of my mana, and I barely made a mark on her. Rexmoa fell twice, and now I don't even have enough mana to keep Taurin alive. I'm finding even now that I'm a cleric and that I'm traveling everywhere around the world, I'm still unable to protect the people that I care about. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop trying or I'm gonna wallow in that, because I know that you'll be there to pick up my slack and I'll be there to pick up yours. So just try not to look so introspectively on yourself. You're hurt enough as it is. I don't want to see you plow that deeper into yourself. Just be here with me for a moment.
But that's exactly it, isn't it? You stood up, and I didn't. It wasn't until someone, nearly all of you, died that I even could stand. How can you say that I will pick you up when I recoiled, when I fell down?
What do you think will happen when we see Fisher? I don't know how I will deal with that. He might not be scary to me or anything, but he is still my brother. And I'm gonna need you to be there for me, okay?
Remember, you two, it takes courage to be strong when things get bleak, you know? Life's tough. Things are gonna scare you. But you can't let it consume you, okay? So just try and do better next time. Because you can. You gotta believe in yourself. Because I believe in you. And Kip believes in you. And I believe in Kip. And I'm sure Rexmoa believes in us, right?
Rexmoa is laying down on the floor and he's very, very deep in thought. He's thinking about something. Well, what it is remains to be seen.
And you guys, as you guys are looking at Rexmoa, you hear the small and frail voice coming from the jar saying, oh, what happened? You see Cheese light slowly flickering back on as she is starting to get up.
How are you feeling?
Oh, respond.
Okay, I'm done.
She is looking extremely drained and sick.
I cowered like a child. When I left Port Strail with my mentor, I didn't look back. It was the happiest day of my entire life. Yet, I knew that there was something that I failed to do. I left behind my siblings, all so that I could have a better life myself. Even when I look back, even when I think about what I could have done, I hate myself for it. Not because I could have done something I couldn't have. I know I couldn't have. But it's the fact that I look back and I don't regret it. I didn't even try to help them. I just left with my mentor, and I was happy. I've been happy. And even when my mentor disappeared, even when I was the one who abandoned him, and I met you all, not a day goes by where I think about the kids that I abandoned. My mentor, and I hate the fact that I can't regret any of it. It should be different. I should be thinking about how I could have helped them, and yet I just think how much better things are now for me instead. And now, looking at what I've done, the sin I've committed by letting myself cower in the face of someone else in danger, the Mother Superior was right. I was going to be back. It was inevitable. I would come back.
Ambrose, she does not dictate anything about you. She might have these grand postures and gestures, but the only power she has is whatever nightmare spawn she has within herself. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the way I dealt with that was the best. I should have contacted Rin immediately. I shouldn't have antagonized her. I kept on egging it on, and she kept on doling it out, and you saw how Rexmoa was injured. I didn't even realize that when I had jumped over with the kid that I heard magic missiles, but I didn't see what happened. You, on the other hand, at least distracted her while the child went away, and I mean, we don't know where he is, but at least he's somewhere. I guess what I'm trying to say is you can spiral about this all day, and I know that whatever I say is not going to stop the spiral, but we don't have much time. And I don't want... If this is going to be Taurin's last day, potentially, maybe we can just figure it out before it is, or just make it the best day it could have been for her. Not that I'm trying to tell you to put your emotions down, but sometimes I find it's much easier to deal with mine if I focus on someone else.
Sometimes a warrior has to focus on becoming strong first before they can protect others. Ambrose, remember, you were just growing and trying to become strong. And you're strong now. So, you need to find a way to steal that resolve that you have. You have dreams and ambitions you want to accomplish, right? I would love to see those come true for you, you know? And even though you can't change the past, you can always focus on here and build for a better future, right?
We also have to make sure Galarian can kiss her again.
Yeah, avoiding kissing him was horrible.
She would
Oh,
say,
that's why you didn't kiss him.
She would say, not very good. Like, the life has been sucked from me. You were all fighting for your lives?
I'm sorry for ignoring you, Chi. We saw the Mother Superior of the orphanage I was raised in. We tried to save a child running from her. I think we succeeded, but it didn't go very well. I don't know why you all are so gentle and caring for me. It's not what I deserve, but I am truly happy with you all. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, maybe we should hightail it to this Archmage.
Yeah.
You,
What are you
Taurin-
daydreaming over there? Rex?
Rexmoa is mouthing a few last things when he realizes that he's being addressed. And he sits up and he says, "Okay, I've got it." And stands up.
You've got what?
Oh, my shopping list.
Oh my
4?
goodness.
I just look at Taurin.
Was that shopping you guys wanted to do before Nightmare Lady and Zappy Child?
Well, we should probably just get moving.
right.
And I'll try my best to catch you up along the way.
Okay.
Gee.
What were you saying, Kipper?
Oh.
Because you wanted to say something, right? Before I cut you off, I'm sorry.
All right, we'll see. She presses a hand to her forehead and falls down to the bottom of her jar. She's still in shock. I don't mean to call this entire situation as light, but this cannot happen again. I cannot just fall unconscious and be useless when you are in need. We need to find the rest of the hags.
I think we found the source of whatever was making you feel ill within the Grey District. I think it must be connected to the Mother Superior and the Shadow Druids. She's probably like a super Shadow Druid or something or whatever, but I don't necessarily know the power that they work with. It's probably once she used her domination, I think. Or whatever that is. It felt bad. It probably amplified on you just for the nature of her abilities.
I'm not sure what type of spell it is, but I have seen it since I was a child. Her way of making sure naughty children couldn't escape.
I'm sorry that you're reliving this.
She says, then we need to take care of it. I cannot. It is shameful that I could do nothing. She looks very upset.
Well, we still have half a day to go, and it's best to assume the timetable for you, Taurin, is shorter, so we'll be pleasantly surprised if you have more time. We'll make it to the Archmage. Maybe she has mana potions to spare. Maybe I can try a few more tricks on you. Like not the sawing in half one. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, I know that's what you were thinking.
No, not at all.
Well,
Maybe, maybe not. That was out of character, by the way.
and I appreciate you just being strong and everything. I know that you can't help but smile in any situation, but if you need us for more than just medically and emotionally, we're here. Because I think we're all going to need a little bit of hand-holding in this town. This is not a vacation.
Well, until, it comes to worse, I'll let you guys know. Don't worry about it. And, thank you. Means a lot.
And we're going?
And we're going.
All right.
Let's speed walk down the alley.
Rexmoa's like hobbling from side to side.
Nice to meet kids. No.
So you guys take your time to head from the Great District, which is from one side of town, to the other side, which is the Scholars District. It takes you a little while. It is early evening as you guys arrive to the Scholars District, and the Arcane Academy is not difficult to spot. Let's be completely honest here. It's the largest building in the place. As you guys arrive to this area, though, while you're walking through the many different shops and everything, you also notice something very interesting.
They got a Buc-ee's.
No, they don't not necessarily have a Buc-ee's, but
A Buckeye.
specifically Rexmoa in Taurin, you would see that there is like a danger, do not enter magical tape around the shop that sells the stratagems as you guys are walking by.
I wonder if
Shameless
we're carrying a suspiciously shaped backpack.
Satchel.
I'm sorry, satchel.
I am sorry, Satchel.
Okay. I would kind of like tap Taurin on the shoulder.
Mm?
And do you remember that place?
You don't think it's the same shop, do you?
Pretty sure it is.
Hmm.
I tend to remember places that I've procured things from.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll also just like gradually kind of maybe try to subtly lead the party over there to check it out.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
as you guys get closer to it, you guys see it is in fact the shop, the stratagem shop you guys broke into that one time. And
Technically speaking, the door was open.
technically, no, okay. They opened the door using magic. Let's be real here. But
It's
okay.
not breaking in if they were currently open.
That is true. That is true. You were sneaking inside. So, like, you guys look around through the windows. This time, however, you see that the door has been completely like broken off. And inside the place is entirely trashed. And
some good number on this plate.
while you cannot see anything from the outside, you also do not see any guards around.
Perfect. Let's sneak in.
No guards around?
Nope, as I said, there's only the tape.
Okay, are there like any concerned citizens around?
You can see that people are walking, just kind of looking, but they're kind of minding their own business. They're not like trying to get in whatever this is, you know?
Is there any like stratagem glow coming from inside the shop?
Why don't you give me an investigation check, Mr. Ambrose?
Notably, I am not going past the the tape here. I'm just like trying to see if I can see from.
Yeah,
behind
you're
it.
just kind of trying to like peek inside. I get you.
Investigation. You said.
Yep.
Oh, did I break?
I think you.
No,
will.
we can hear you.
I think
We
you
can
will.
hear you.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
can
think
hear
I,
your
I, I think
soul.
I think I broke temporarily. You did say investigation, right?
Yes.
Okay. 17.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Interesting. So Ambrose, you kind of asked for everybody to just like kind of, act natural as you like lean forward and peek inside of the building. There's obviously no door. There's only this magical like kind of illusion like tape on the front and the sides of the building. You see some of the windows of the sides are also broken. The displays are completely trashed. There's glass broken everywhere. The shelves are thrown to the ground. Some of them are broken. And what you do notice, Ambrose, is on the back where the counter is, you see the crates of stratagem that used to be there are broken, like smashed into, and on the ground there is a fairly large puddle of the bright blue liquid that it is contained within the stratagem batteries.
I assume, like, activated, it's
no.
like it has like the shine of
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
the
yeah.
stratagem is like full of battery per se.
Yeah, exactly. You cannot really like see too much of it, but you can see like the shine a little bit on the on the puddle on the ground.
I'll kind of like point out the puddle to the group and say, I've never seen stratagem not in a container.
Is it any color similar to the other bad blue that we've been seeing recently?
No,
The blue blood.
No, you know this one is very bright and almost like luminescent.
Kind of like a neon color.
Yeah. It's kind of like a neon, very light blue.
Like a cyan.
Not really cyan, but like
Kipper's
a very light blue.
gonna
Okay.
point at it and be like, Taurin, you should lick it.
Ha ha ha. Not this time.
Okay.
I learned my lesson.
Next time.
Well, if there's no one with any sense of authority around,
And there's
I
no
think
guards.
Yeah, I think Rexmoa is going to step inside.
Yeah, I mean,
And hey, we have a great excuse. We were told by a guard previously that we could freely investigate stuff.
That is true.
Totally not taking advantage of that.
So we're not sneaking in.
Although this town doesn't very much feel like they're in favor of us.
Yeah, so are you just stepping in? Are you being sneaky? Or what are you doing in terms of everything? As I said, there is the tape right in front of the building.
Yeah,
I
think
will
he's-
stay out and keep an eye around us, to see if any like guards happen to come by.
Okay.
I think Rexmoa is going to try to look as nonchalant and casual as possible, like in a way that it's kind of clear that they're trying very hard to look casual, and they'll just crouch under the tape and just walk into the door.
Just for the funny, give me a performance check.
Okay.
Perfect.
I don't think I've ever
Imagine-
had to do this.
Yeah.
Imagine if Zojo this is the actual reason why he wasn't home in the middle of the night. He actually came here to smash the windows and then went home.
You know what?
Knew it.
That's a very valid reaction.
Wouldn't that be a crazy theory?
I mean, technically speaking, timeline adds up.
Hey, you know what? Fair. So, Rexmoa, you start looking side to side, putting your hands on your pocket, just kind of whistling about, trying to be as nonchalant as possible as you're about to cross the tape. You bend down to go below this illusory tape, and Rexmoa, you step on a glass and slip. You fall, and there's a lot of loud cracking from inside the shop, but you recover immediately after and just kind of dust yourself up and continue.
Yeah, I try even harder to look even more casual.
Yeah, with some broken glass all over your robes.
Sorry,
At
I've
least
been
you
through
got
worse
those
just
scales to
today.
protect you.
Kipper's
Correct.
just outside. Kipper's just like tapping his foot, looking for guards.
She is quiet since they left the Grey District, and her glow, she darkens a glow, so they are very much sneaky.
We should hand Rexmoa a vial to collect some.
I have vials with me
You
because
got
I have like
vials?
a little
So 20
yeah,
vials,
herbalism kit. And also one thing,
Very
I
good.
would like to do
have
two things.
50,000 vials.
Gee, oh yeah, that's right. You're,
Yeah.
you're
You
clinking
do.
over there.
You are
That's why I
very
specified
not sneaky,
Kipper.
yeah.
It was the clinking of my glasses that alerted the evil lady.
That's
Exactly.
what it
Yeah.
was.
I want to do two
No.
things while I'm here.
Okay.
Is one, I want to do like a general investigation check as well if I
Yeah,
can see
that's
like
a good
anything like
idea.
super out of the ordinary
Okay.
now that I'm inside.
Yeah.
And two, I'm gonna try to like figure out how to open up this stratagem I stole to try to get like put some of like this mysterious stratagem liquid, because I know
Oh,
it's
that's a good idea.
mysterious stratagem liquid because Ambrose pointed it out.
Okay, so first of all, I want you to give me for the stratagem liquid, let's go with that first. I want you to give me, let's see, what can I make you roll for this? I think this might be on the sleight of hand, kind of. Yeah, you know what? We'll say sleight of hand. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Yeah, be careful. This liquid might be bad to touch.
You know, I was thinking about that as well.
okay,
I'm
okay.
pretty good at
No,
it.
that's pretty good.
So, Rexmoa, you really don't understand how this cartridge works. It's this technology is something very foreign to you. But you are, you look around kind of fiddling with one of the ends and you manage to touch what would be like a small kind of button or latch. And the container just kind of pops open. So you're like, oh, well, this is...
Yeah. That kind of surprises me.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, you're going to try and pick up this liquid, correct?
Yes, without touching it.
Yeah, you can use
Directly.
like the little stratagem thing to like scoop it up. You can see that the liquid is a lot more solid. It's almost like Jello. Like to the point where you've seen like kind of half melted Jello, which is solid but not really solid. I don't know if that's a good description of it. But
I mean, Rexmoa's probably eaten a lot of Jello.
yeah.
And I've eaten Jello.
But it kind of keeps its shape. That's what I'm trying to say. So you kind of scoop it up, and then are you filling up the whole thing with? Remember that is a big canister.
If I can, I mean, realistically, I don't think Rexmoa is gonna like scrounge up with a spoon or whatever. It's just gonna whatever he can easily put in there, and if it like fills it up like halfway or a quarter, he'll just accept that.
I would say that with your roll of sleight of hand, you're able to almost fill it entirely. You may miss like a couple of inches, but it's almost filled up.
Yeah, and then
The goop is
I
as
close
it's-
it. Yeah, the opposite way that it opened up.
Yeah, you can see that like this like Jello kind of thing is very bright and like it emits its own light. And once you scoop it inside and close the lid, you can feel immediately how the components are reacting and it starts emanating energy because also it kind of lights up a little bit. And now you have a very large stratagem battery.
Oh.
Okay, as for the other, I want you to give me an investigation check, please. Okay. Well,
Yeah, he did get bardic inspiration from Cheat before he went out.
okay. Bardic inspiration. You did say that, right? Yes.
Greenie said it before the first check.
Okay, you can roll a 1d8, Rexmoa, to add to your result.
One of these things. Oh my god.
Okay, hey, that's fine.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
at least it's above a 10 now.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rexmoa, the first thing that you notice, you are kind of distracted trying to grab this Jello thing of stratagem inside of your thing, and once you lift your stand up properly again, you turn to see what is going on, and behind the counter, you see, as I mentioned before, the crates have been completely smashed. This Jello is kind of seeping through the wood or like whatever glass is in there and just into the ground. The whole back of the counter is glowing pretty much with this energy substance. And while you're trying to look around, the thing that catches your attention the most is that along all on those crates, there is blood.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it appears that this was not just a vandalization of property. This appears to have been murder. Ooh.
Yeah. I'll upon finding this, I will promptly step out and share the news with my companions. And Rexmoa, we'll start with a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you're robbing a place, why would you destroy the merchandise? All the shop, it only sells stratagems, and yet all of them are broken in the back. If they were motivated by, well, wanting to steal them and use them for themselves, surely they would take some and not just leave them there. And also, I don't know whose it was, very well could be the poor shopkeepers, but there was indeed blood in the back on his stock.
And like under my breath, I will say, as a question, human blood, not those things, I assume.
Oh yes, the red type of blood.
Oh, you know, regular blood, the good kind.
I tasted it. It was typo.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
How do you know that?
We got blood tasters in this house.
Breaking a shop is a good way to make the owner not have any money.
Intimidation,
the-
perhaps?
If the shopkeeper was also murdered, I'm not sure why you would need to break the property too.
Perhaps you should
Assuming
inquire
it was the
around to see
shopkeeper.
if anyone knows the state of the shopkeep.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I guess not overtly. I'm saying that we should talk around to see if they got merely assaulted or if they got murdered.
Okay. Yeah. As I said, I mean, it is the Scholars District. It is early evening. There's still people around.
Yeah, we could just do this on our way to the Archmage.
Correct.
I'll check the alley.
And
Hear me out.
Hearing you out.
Maybe
Mhm.
the
Insurance fraud.
same two women all were the same people who noticed what happened.
That's right.
the same two
Yeah.
ladies.
I mean, they live
forgot
in the
their
Gray
names.
District, though. Like, if we're willing, if we can somehow find them, absolutely, let's do it. But I'm just
They
thinking,
did have
more...
they did have a shop inside the Scholars District, though.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Rexmoa's
thinking
got a
like more
shopping list.
accurate shenanigans. Mhm.
I mean, hey, as I said, that is up to you.
Oh, but Archmage.
Archmage and shopping list.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Like,
can figure
things,
out. We
yeah.
can figure out like any mystery afterwards. But someone is dying.
We can ask around as we're like trying
I'm
to like,
fine.
find the shops that Rexmoa needs, and then trying to find the Archmage. Though I imagine Ambrose would probably have a decent idea what an Archmage would be inside the Scholar District.
I almost forgot my idea. Okay, got it back.
I don't want to get to the point where ZJ has to describe the ways in which Taurin's head melts.
I don't know.
Nosebleed, ear bleed. Oh, crap.
So-
Don't say words, ZJ. Don't.
So, as I said, it is not difficult for you guys to find the Arcane Academy. It is the largest building there. Clearly someplace very important to have its own huge space. It is very intimidating seeing it from the outside. And obviously, as you guys approach, you would see more robed individuals and magics of the sorts in here.
Hello. Echo, echo, echo.
Approaching the Arcane Academy, you guys, do you guys just go in from the front door or like? are you doing anything else specifically?
I feel like front
probably-
door is the best way to go about because we don't need to make more enemies if we like miss on.
Window.
Yeah,
Just messing.
Assuming that's the correct way to walk in.
Okay.
yeah.
Backwards.
Yeah. So
Sideways.
you guys
Like
go
a
through
crab.
Oh boy. So
Okay, I'll
you
be here.
guys go through the front door. As you can see, there's like a very large stairway and a huge door to let you guys inside. And on the inside, you would notice there is like a great hall that leads to many different entrances. And a bunch of like robed individuals are going back and forth. It clearly looks like a school area, like a school building. Of course, the people in there are not only young but older as well. Mostly humans. You can see there are still a very few of the humanoid races, but there are mostly humans in this place. So, as you guys are entering, and you guys look a little bit lost. Obviously, you are tourists over here. Somebody comes close to you. It is a human, a female. She comes to you and goes, "Welcome to the Arcane Academy. What can I help you with? You seem to be new around these parts."
We're looking for an archmage named Zephyr.
Oh, the Archmage Zephyr. Oh, yes, of course. May I ask what is the matter? The Archmage is giving a lesson right now, but I'm sure I could probably talk to her about it.
We
have a-
were told
Oh,
to
sorry.
actually use Wynn's name, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To the Archmage.
Okay.
but I
Yeah,
guess
to
we
the
can use-
Archmage.
Only,
This-
but not
this-
to yeah,
Random
sorry.
people.
Well, yeah, but would we even be able to even speak to the archmage without, like,
Okay, that's on us.
because it might be basically impossible to actually speak with her without having someone else tell her that.
Yeah, well, I can try and run my persuasion-y. Wait, who has the highest in persuasion? I think
It's
none
not,
of
I
us.
mean, my charisma's ass.
Yeah, I
Persuasion.
think
Charisma
we all
sucks.
focused on everything in other than charisma.
I'm a
Oh,
big
you know what? I have a
asocial
4.
rock.
I have a 4.
Go, Kip, go.
Okay. We actually we have information to notify her about. It was also recommended to us that we meet with the Archmage by a close friend of hers. We can't necessarily disclose their name at this point. It is sensitive information, I hope you understand. We are willing to wait until the session is over. Do you have an estimated time as to when it would finish?
You can see that she goes, it should not be any longer, but please join me if this is a matter of importance. I can take you to her and then you can discuss things. Over here, please. And the lady starts walking and just would lead you into one of the many entrances. She seems to almost look alive again, surrounded by all this magical energy. Her wings are still somewhat crumpled, but the light in her seems back. Ambrose, she calls out, "Don't forget about," and she taps a finger to her head.
I'll look a little confused for a moment as I look down at she, but then I'll kind of like raise my head and just kind of like, oh, yeah, there's been so much stuff going on, I kind of forgot.
You know what? It's honestly, I feel like him just viewing all of how bad Port Strail is might actually be beneficial somehow. Maybe he'll put into perspective that, yeah, maybe don't go to war with the dwarves. If the humans are that freaky bad, maybe focusing on the wrong border.
So freaky they made automatons.
Oh yes.
Very
You get getting
Is this an
freaky down.
Is this an in-character conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I said wasn't.
Oh, okay, I just
Aw.
wanted to make sure.
Chi says, still, it is unfair for Ambrose to carry on an unwanted guest. I'd like to presume I am the only wanted guest.
I'm
Well-
not sure you're really a guest anymore, not just part of the group.
And I do somewhat remember, while we were in his company, Perrin did mention that he had a hard time peering into the city of the dwarves and the city of the humans. How, well, much interference there is, I suppose we can't really tell unless we ask him. But,
Kind of.
I can just message him.
I'm not sure I would do that.
I
Mess-
want to message him
How much-
so
Please.
bad.
How much mana
You know-
do you have?
Let's do it. I mean,
You don't have any.
I don't have any mana. All I'm saying is in character.
I
I want to know in character. like,
Kipper, I know nothing about the arcane arts, but are you sure he won't be able to, like, fry your brain or make you jump into a puddle or something if you try to do that?
I think it would be kind of silly for him to fry my brain. I think he's enjoying all of this a bit too much.
I'm not sure if this matters at all, but when we entered into Porch Trail, I did actually feel a bit sick when we entered in. Like a horrible migraine, only for a few seconds. I wonder if the connection is temporarily broken. I didn't say anything because I can't be sure, but I wonder.
Oh, maybe it just goes in and out based on the proximity of maybe whatever's affecting Chi can also affect that connection as well. I don't necessarily know what shadow druids do or are, but it seems to be the opposite of like whatever elves and fairies
Speaking
do.
quietly.
So as you guys are walking through the Arcane Academy, you guys see the pristine halls. The floor is a very nice polished rock. I wouldn't call it like granite, but very close to it. You see many halls with some of the doors are open and you can see that people are receiving lectures about the magic. And in other halls, you can even see that people are receiving topics about magical technology. So from this, you can deduct that the Arcane Academy, and it's not only for only the arcane, but for technological as well.
Makes sense.
And
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a bit backwards if they only taught magic and nothing else,
Mhm.
considering what Porch Trail is about.
And
At least on the
once the
surface.
lady leads you into one of these halls, you can see it's the one that has the most amount of people because she just kind of rushes you inside as you guys are there witnessing the lesson. And what you see is obviously the very large, I guess a bunch of seats full of people. And whoever is teaching on the podium on the center is a very tall dragonborn. You see that this lady is, as I said, very tall. The color of her scales is a very light blue, almost white, but you can see that tinge of blue. You can also notice the distinctive qualities of this person. Her horns are not normal, I guess, horns. They are made out of crystals. The horns protrude to the back, kind of like a goat. And she has horns on her jaws, also smaller horns protruding to the back slightly. She doesn't have any wings, just a very long tail. And you can see that with one hand, she is holding things in the air in telekinesis, clearly. And in the other hand, she is showing the class how to cast it with components. You can hear her voice is very firm, yet she doesn't sound too raspy like a dragonborn would. It is a nice feminine voice. After she is done for a moment talking about the different components and how to cast some different spells and movements and gestures to use to channel arcane magics into casting the spells, whatever object she had lifted on with telekinesis is returned safely to the podium. And she concludes the lesson. Everybody just kind of claps and then start heading out, as the lady just kind of moves you to a side to let all the students out. And she waits for the Archmage. The Archmage, of course, was wearing some much more fancier robes than every other people inside, even of the lady that you guys just saw. You could tell that there's like a kind of like a color theme going on. You see some more younger people are set with a kind of bluish robe. Then some others are set with yellowish, others are set with red. And the lady that is with you has some sort of purplish robe. However, the Archmage has a white and gold robe. And as she approaches, you can see, first of all, is the sheer size of this lady. Ambrose, how tall are you?
Let's see, I have it written down somewhere. Where did I write it down? Wait. I can't remember the exact height, but Ambrose is like 6'6".
Okay.
He is pretty tall.
Yeah.
The big boy.
She is taller than you, definitely. You have to look slightly up at her. And as she approaches, she goes... she hands over the lady with the purple robe some papers, and she goes, the lesson today was a success. I feel like these initiates have a very promising futures, and I'm glad to keep welcoming people into this academy. Now tell me, do we have any information, any clues as to where some of our students have been? I have noticed the assistants' reports have been fluctuating. And the lady goes, oh, yes, well, this is an unfortunate news, Archmage, but some of them, we can't really find them. We've tried to send other students to pick them up, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'm sorry, this is not something we should discuss right now. I have some guests. They say that they have met a mutual friend of yours and they have to talk to you about something. And you can see that Zephyr, the Archmage, turns her head and looks at all of you. She gives you a polite smile and a little bit of a bow, and she goes, Archmage Zephyr, what can I help you with?
It's a pleasure to meet you, although we weren't here for very long. Enjoyed your seminar. We were sent here specifically by a mutual friend of ours, Rin.
Oh, I see. Her face kind of switches a little bit to a more serious now. She goes, right. Perhaps this is something we should discuss in private. and she glances over at the lady with the purple robe, and she goes, "Oh, yeah, right, sure. Yeah, I'll be right outside. Just let me know if you need anything." And Zephyr gives her a nod, and the lady with the robe just exits and closes the door of this like atrium or whatever you want to call it. And she goes, "So, Rin, huh? What trouble is she in right now? What does she need?"
More like we're the ones looking for help.
Oh.
Yeah. Just
Also-
curious. Oh, yep.
Sorry.
You're good. Yep.
I
go
have like a almost like a 2-second delay sometimes. It's a problem.
ahead.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what was I even gonna say? My brain
Sorry.
broke. No, it's not you. I did
Why
and
did
then my brain broke.
Bit become like ghostly there? It became like a mental projection.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
First I will cast Rexmoa gets sent into the dark realm. And then I will
Jeez. Shadow realm.
Shadow Realm.
No, sent to the Shadow Realm. Okay.
It's in terms of the events that have been occurring, and I think this might also apply. We overheard that a few of your students are missing, and we think we know exactly who's behind this. We had a run-in with them. And then a few other things. There's just too many moving parts.
Oh, do you now? Well, do tell.
Kipper's gonna like glance at Ambrose and then glance back at Zephyr. Well, I'm assuming you know of a woman that calls herself Mother Superior.
Yes, the owner of the orphanage, of course. I do know her well. She's tried to deny some of her children the free tuition I offer.
Not
When you say-
surprising.
When you say tried, does that mean that you were victorious in the end?
For some, not for others.
Well, earlier this morning, we just saw a child running around casting spells left and right. I think they were just too frightened to actually know what they were casting at the moment. And we find out that they were running away specifically from Mother Superior, and it was really dumb, honestly, to fight her, but there's not much you can do when in that situation. So we fought, and we would have lost horribly if Rin hadn't stepped in. That's, of course, like, not what we need from you. I just felt like it was good to offer you this information.
Oh my. And you fought the lady, huh? Oh, you must have given her quite a first introduction. I can't blame the kid, honestly. A mage who is untrained in the arcane usually just spews out whatever they can, really. I'm pretty sure you know that, little one. I can feel the magic in you. You're a spellcaster. Am I not correct?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
What kind, if I may ask?
I'm a cleric, from Misspell. I don't know exactly how clerics work, in these parts, but, I was taught there.
Ah, a mage of the divine. That is very interesting. Yes, we do have a few of our alumni that decide to go into that school of magic. It is a very noble decision. Now, which god do you favor?
Come again?
Which god do you favor as a cleric?
Oh, Kipper, just pauses. Oh, I would say, Ixis.
That sounded so suspicious. That was the least convincing way to say that I've ever heard.
I was about to say, for that, give me a deception check, please.
Hold on. Who said it was deception? It's not deception. Shh.
Okay, bardic inspiration. Got it.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, what am I? Hold on.
Cast.
Okay, and roll a d. Well, if you want to, it is still a good roll. Bardic inspiration will give you 1d8 extra to add to any roll for a little bit, but you can save it for later if you want to.
You do
Can
only
I
have
save
like
it?
10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's only for 10 minutes. But
I
it's
don't
up to you.
really need it. I don't think.
Okay.
I apologize, Screeny.
So, no, I mean, you still have it. It's something that you kind of like keep until you use it or it goes away. So it doesn't matter. So, as you say this, you can tell like she frowns a little bit and just nods along with you. And she goes, yeah, so, this Mother Superior has given me some issues with people I want to give free tuition to. There are many promising mages in this kingdom, and most of them, well, they cannot afford such places, but for those, I give them the education for free. However, it's been a battle. Some of them start very well and they end their courses, finish with honors sometimes. Others start and, well, as you could probably overhear, they stop coming by and they are not seen again.
Like, never seen again? Like, just poof?
I'm afraid so, yes.
The Mother Superior doesn't like letting her gifts to the world run free.
Whatever the case may be, she is not happy with our academy giving the young spellcasters another chance. But that's besides the point. Very well, any friend of Rin is a friend of mine. So what can I help you with? And no, I cannot hex people. I do not do that.
Have people asking relatively frequently for that?
Yes, Rin has.
You know what? I could see that of Rin.
Yeah, somehow that's not surprising. I'll kind of like look at Taurin and say, you or me first.
Oh, my. You can go.
Alrighty. I don't suppose you are acquainted with scrying.
The Archmage of the Arcane Academy, not acquainted with scrying. Now that's a very funny joke.
These past couple of months have been nothing but a funny joke.
Are you looking for somebody? Do you need me to find someone?
That and I guess the opposite of scrying. So both. I do have someone I'm looking for, but I also am wondering if you know of a way to stop someone from being able to scry on you.
Someone's like scrying from inside of his mind.
Oh my. Oh, that sounds uncomfortable. Yes, I could help you with this.
He hasn't pooped in like 2 weeks.
I think it would have been more at this the amount of time that has passed. We spent like a week just getting here.
Yeah.
He hasn't pooped in 3 weeks.
She goes, you are the afflicted one, I presume.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's exactly someone who's easy to undo.
Well, whatever it might be, I'm sure I can help you with that. Please, take a seat. And she gestures to one of like the little kind of desks that there are for the magical, you know, in this classroom that she is in.
It's pretty obvious that I look a little uncomfortable. Not so much of letting her do it, but more just the last time I let someone do this that wasn't someone that was very closely acquainted to us, you know, I kind of had the curse of scrying cast upon me. So I look a little uncomfortable, but I decide it's probably worth it, and honestly, you know, if it happens again, it happens again, I guess.
Okay.
So I sit down.
So as you sit down, she pulls up another chair, sitting next to you, and she just kind of starts looking at you. Now that you have her more face to face, you can see that her eyes, inside of her eyes, the iris looks like a prism instead of like an actual human or dragon-like eye. Suddenly, you start focusing on the colors of this prism and the shapes. It's kind of like a kaleidoscope that starts enveloping your mind slowly. And Ambrose, while she is trying to check onto the scrying curse you have been placed on, would you like to try and suppress any of your thoughts or memories?
A part of me thinks that I probably shouldn't allow her to know that it was Perrin that cast this, because that feels like very, very dangerous information.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, that is also pertinent information.
It's kind of pertinent to this person.
Because, like, the fact that Perrin was the one who cast it does suggest that the spell cast on me is likely very powerful. Because even Theodore couldn't do anything about it. He was just able to confirm it was there. And considering I'm probably also wanting to ask about my mentor, trying to avoid information regarding him wouldn't really benefit me. And also, realistically, I feel like an Archmage would probably be pretty uncaring about the whole, like, necromancy side of things.
All right, so
I think
mhm.
I will avoid information regarding everything that happened with the dwarves. So
Alright.
everything that happened in the country of the dwarves, I will keep suppressed. So the fact that I met Vithius, the fact that we kind of angered the dwarves and the war there.
I get you.
I will avoid that. I think
Alright.
that's a good thing to avoid.
If that is the case, I want you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a 7.
All right.
Oh well.
You feel
At least this person seems more trustworthy.
You feel almost entranced by this multitude of shapes and colors that are in her eyes. You get lost in the multitude of sides and the reflections that you can see yourself in. You can also see how your memories are starting to play out. All the things that you've done since you have started this journey. And
God, Ambrose definitely has a little bit of PTSD when it comes to scrying at this point.
And suddenly, like, it stops. You turn back to normal in like for you, it feels like an eternity has passed, but it was only like a few seconds. For everybody else that was not Ambrose, you could see that the Dragonborn lady sits down, takes a look at Ambrose. She tilts her head slightly and starts whispering arcane words. And suddenly you see Ambrose in this kind of trance-like state, but it is quickly cut off. And she goes, that is a lot to take in. I apologize if I did pry into your mind, but I had to make sure that whatever it is was not affecting deeply into your consciousness. Well, I am happy to inform you that there is no such thing in your mind. I could see when it may have happened, and I understand your frustration now, but it seems to be gone. Good news.
Oh.
I'm assuming you saw how it happened then, right?
It's usually not a good idea to let unknown wizards pry your mind.
Back alley wizards.
I was desperate and hopeful.
Oh, alleyway Jack.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, because I did intrude in your mind, but what was it like to meet a Titan?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, obviously she knows about the sword now. So, and we are in actual privacy, correct?
Yeah. The whole like classroom is completely closed, and the doors closed, and everybody's out. It's only you, your group, and Zephyr.
I look a little uncomfortable, but not so much from the question, but just because of the ordeal of being scribed through once again. As the solution to your issue is your issue. Yay!
Oh.
I will say it was strange, overpowering even, when I saw her, the Titan of Earth. It was like all the negativity, all the issues I had were swept away. An emptiness that was immediately followed by a positive energy. I think it would have been different if I saw the Titan of the fire, the winds, or the sea. But Vithius, it was like she was trying to console me the moment I saw her. Like a mother I didn't actually have.
She nods and goes, amazing. I'm sorry again, I did not mean to pry on your memories, and I assure you, everything that I saw will remain within myself. Though, I must say, it is a little exciting meeting somebody with such a powerful artifact. And she gestures at the pommel of your blade, of course. And she goes, I know of somebody who would be very excited about this sort of gemstone. But that's a story for another time. Was that all you needed?
So that was one of the pertinent matters. That one was the mortality inducing matter. I mean, of course, you see now why Rin trusted us, even though you now know a lot more than Rin does. And I don't even know if Rin fully believed some of the things we said, but Taurin here. You know how there's been killings every now and again at night?
I am aware. Yes, I could also see some of the horrific things that are going on around these parts.
Oh,
again, I'm sorry for prying in your memory.
Okay, so I guess then you understand the second thing that we would like to ask for help with.
She turns her face to look at Taurin, and she goes, I could certainly try. Although, if it seems like a cleric like yourself, referring to Kipper, was not able to cure this, I don't know if my magic would. Sure, I am the Archmage and I can probably use some very powerful spell. But from what I was able to see, again, apologies, is that this might not be magical in nature. Or
That's
perhaps it is.
that's what I was thinking.
But it is a
Oh.
very twisted magic.
Would you think it has anything to do with the shadow druids running amok, or something entirely separate?
Yeah, so like she heard that entire conversation between the
Mhm.
counselor and the shadow druids.
Mhm. She goes.
Hopefully that comes back to bite us.
Everything points to it, it seems. She looks a little thoughtful at everything that she has seen. She goes, well, I did know the existence of these people. Our academy has already had a few encounters with them. Not very savory, but, well, we're good holding our ground. But I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm the right person to help you with this. Well,
Would
I
you
can-
at least be able to detect what sort of thing is affecting her? I've tried my highest level things. We found one, that one survivor. I took skin sample, I took blood, I don't know what else to do. I mean, this is the reason why I became a cleric, and I am once again feeling like it's not enough.
And you said Rin is in this case, right?
Yeah.
From my memories, I imagine you can tell they've been working together to figure things out.
Yes. So I have a good idea of
Yeah.
the person she's working with. She giggles a little bit. Oh, it's going to be fun when you meet them.
Can you just tell us? Does it have to be a surprise?
Oh no, I would love to keep it a surprise.
I mean, surely as a scholar, you know that we would best work together if we knew all the variables in the equation.
And as much as I enjoy fun, you understand that Taurin doesn't have very much time. Is there any way you can point us, or
Like, maybe some kind of time magic, or at least maybe if it comes to it, do you know anyone who's good with I guess lethal poisons in case things go south?
it's not gonna get to that point, Taurin?
But you guys should have, plans A, B, and C just in case.
At the mention of all of this, Zephyr stands up and places a hand on your shoulder, Taurin, and she goes, Oh, you don't have to worry. Trust me. I know Rin, and I know her friends. They're very good people, and they will help you.
Taurin just kind of looks down, kind of not believing in the words, but still nods.
Taurin, I want you to give me an Arcana check, please.
Okie dokie. Arcana.
What?
Okay. With that, Taurin, you can feel that when she puts her hand on your shoulder, you can feel that she is casting a detect spell. It's
That is very good.
you can also understand, Taurin, that she is so skilled with magic that it is so subtle for her to cast spells.
She seems like the type of person where literally everything is a curiosity to her, even if it poses danger, which I feel like Kipper can kind of understand that.
After she finishes speaking, you can see a small glimmer in her eyes, and she moves her hand away and she goes, "Huh. Very curious. Whatever this thing is, it's not like anything I've seen. You spellcasters know that magic feels like a flowing river of energy. But this is almost as if this river is slowly freezing. I don't know how else to describe it. I am not super versed into these kind of situations. It's the first time I have met with this. But I can assure you, with the samples that you have given, I'm sure that they will be help for you. And if not, then maybe I can also put on a word to Rin's mysterious acquaintance and get you an audience faster.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to those things.
Yes, I will try. It's kind of difficult to have to manage this whole academy and do other mundane things, but I can try. It seems that this is a very pressing matter for you specifically. But I have faith, because I know who these people are. And you can tell, she gives a little bit of a, she covers her mouth to give a little bit of a giggle, and she goes, "No, you'll have fun."
Well, if you have faith, gives me a little hope. All right.
From what I could gather, though, Ms. She expects your name?
Taurin.
Taurin. From what I could gather, this sickness will slowly have worse and worse effects regarding your magic.
Oh.
So, perhaps you don't feel it now, but who knows how long it takes to develop. Your magic could be very affected. And I hope it doesn't get to the point where you end up like that one poor soul. And she looks at Ambrose and says, again, apologies.
Do you think this could...
Okay.
Oh. Sorry.
That's all.
Do you think this could be like almost like an antithesis to, I think I'm mispronouncing that word, but to magic, like the exact opposite? Kind of like how you have light, and then technically darkness exists, but in actuality it is just the absence of light. What if this is a roundabout what that is?
You are very perceptive, little one. I think you're onto something. Yes. That sounds about right, but what could be causing this negative influence in magic?
I think our best guess right now would have to be whatever experiments those creepy tattooed people are doing. You know, the shadow druids.
Perhaps it is the case.
They seem to have a wider influence than just this city. Taurin has more experience with that than we do.
She nods.
Oh, shadow druids.
I'm messing. But yeah.
Dang nabbit.
She nods, and immediately you see her turn her head slightly and kind of as if she was listening to something. And she looks back at you guys and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I am getting a message that I need to attend an important meeting. I thank you for coming in here, but I sadly must depart now. As I said, the life of the Archmage is not a calm one."
Before you go, if I could make one request for you in the future.
Of course. But what do you need?
The kids of the orphanage. Please try to take care of them when you can.
Of course. As I mentioned, we have instated a program that would help the kids on that orphanage to get free magical tuition or technological if they desire. But my issue is, well, your Mother Superior is not cooperative.
He's also kind of evil.
I could
Like,
see
As
that.
I'm
Not even
sure
low key.
As I'm sure you saw from my memories, I'm well acquainted with what happens there.
Oh yeah, she would have seen all the way back to more than we know.
She nods and says, "Don't worry. Your memories are safe. Now, if you'll excuse me." And she gives you a very regal bow and just kind of opens the door to leave and just goes out. And shortly after, the lady with the purple robe goes in and goes, "Right, that was a very long conversation. I would not pry, of course, whatever issue you have with the Archmage is between all of you. But I am here if you need any help. Actually, you may find any other individuals with these robes."
No, I'm here.
Oh, hello?
Yeah, no, you're breaking up a little bit. I apologize.
Wait, me?
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I am. Ooh. Sorry about that.
No, you're okay.
It is this.
It
The last
just
thing I-
sounded like you disappeared, like you were
I thought it
shadowed
was
away.
me. I thought it was me because
It
it
was the
happens to me
shadow
once in a
to the
while.
edge.
It's Baron.
The last thing I heard was that was a long conversation.
Okay. So the purple robe lady goes, "Of course, whatever conversation you had between the Archmage and yourselves is all yours. I will not pry. But if you have any questions or any issues, you can approach any of the purple robed individuals. We are one of the higher amongst our ranks, and we will be happy to help you. Of course, if you're talking about tuition and some other things, you may have to talk to our front office, but other than that, if you seem to be friends with the Archmage, then you are friends of the Academy."
Friends indeed. we'll make sure to help ourselves. Is what she would want.
She's pretty cool.
That
Yeah.
she
I
is.
really want to ask her about her horns at some point. That seems like something that happened at some point in her life. That's
That
like, is
seems
it like an amplifier or something? It
She
doesn't.
peered into my friend's mind over there. Does she do that often?
Well, the Archmage is very well versed in many types of magic, so I'm assuming some sort of mind reading magic is not out of the question. Of course, the Archmage is a very busy person, so I don't really have the time to ask for all of her tricks.
She's really tall.
It was the nicest version I've seen of that so far, at least. And most apologetic.
Yeah, she was. I definitely appreciated her.
Oh, yes.
Although Taurin was also relatively nice.
Yes. Ah, you should have met her family. Her
Beforehand.
family is very lovely. You know, she was a student here as well. She graduated with honors, and of course, well, her family is the one who owned this school. Her father used to be the previous Archmage.
Oh, baby.
That's really cool. Wow.
Shush, don't say anything.
Yeah, it's like
They
one of
probably
the
don't even
rare
know what that
times
term
where a
means.
Nepo baby is like a good thing. The only Nepo baby that's actually good.
I mean, the fact that she's nice is kind of a big thing.
Mm.
She goes, her family is a family of nobles, obviously coming from the upper city, but they decided to fund the academy under the rule of Eos, the name of her father. And well, the academy has been fruitful ever since. We have been getting people from all over trying to learn about the arcane.
Mm. Well, honestly, that's just general good education improves the whole city and civilization, so I applaud what you guys do.
And we are very proud of what we do. Now, this classroom will be used very shortly, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to ask you to accompany me again to the entrance. But if
Understood.
there is anything else you need, as I said, any person over here with the purple robes will be able to help you.
Do you have any extra mana potions? Or like a relaxing, like mana rejuvenating spa or a pool or something?
Unfortunately, we reserve the mana potions for academic use only, you may understand.
Understood.
However, I'm pretty sure a good rest would, make you feel better.
Mm. I should have asked Sophia. But I forgot because I was so awkward.
It's all good. And she leads you outside of the classroom and back again into like the front desk area of the academy that you entered with, but you entered through like the main gate. And with that, we're gonna end the session right there.
Dun dun dun. Shopping spree next time.
Yes, sir,
Shopping
yes, sir.
spree.
All right, so we're gonna say goodbye to the people watching the VOD on the YouTube channel. Goodbye, VOD squad.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I love you.
Damn.